Hello again, it's Ron Anderson with Dirty Locust Garden Center. Today I'm going to be talking about pest and disease, and sometimes we have things that happen to our trees. That rhymed. Okay, so this tree right here had a branch that actually died back on it. In the very back you can see, I'm going to cut that off earlier, I'll show you better. And right here I had squirrels chew on the tree. It's still a beautiful tree. It's not something that you throw away. So today I'm going to trim off that branch that died and wire and style this tree. And as you see right here, this is healing over where this squirrel chewed off a huge area. And I'm in the Sacramento area, and one of my friends had his tree completely girdled by a squirrel, and so that tree died. Anyway, we'll address some of these things as we go, and I hope you're having an amazing day. Okay, here is the back of the tree. We'll take it inside and talk about this tree a little bit more. Alright, so as most of you know, it's very loud in my studio. Like I always say, I got two fans, two ACs going, a fan, and a swamp cooler to keep it around 94 in here. Anyway, I'm going to cut the very top of this tree because we're not at the stage of development where we're building the top of the tree. So the first thing I'm going to do is reduce that to about 2 to 4 buds, leaves on the very top. And after I do that, I'll clean the bottoms. Anything that's dead, I'm going to cut off. And then we'll see what we're left with and if we need to wire any branches. Okay, well, as I mentioned earlier, I'm going to reduce the top because we're not at the stage of development where we're building these top of the tree. So I'm actually going to go to about, on the strongest I'm going to go to about 2, and on the weakest I'm going to go to about 4 sets of leaves that I leave on. And I've already done this twice. As you can see, this is an old branch that I've done this year. It was too strong, and so it was getting out of shape. Okay, so I'm going to do that through the whole just top of the tree. See this one right here? A lot stronger. Actually take it right there. Okay, so do you see this branch right here? This branch died. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to saw this off and then clean this down to where I can find cambium. This is the tool I'm using is called a keyhole saw. And I'm actually going to turn off the video and put it on fast so you can watch it in slow motion after I edit it. So a portion of this is alive and a portion of this is dead. So I'm going to take my hybrid tool and I'm going to carve this down a little bit this branch that's growing towards the interior, I'm also going to take off. And I'm going to clean this down a little bit, put some cut paste on it, and then that'll help this heal and get rid of this knot that we have right here. I'm probably also going to take this branch off. Even though I was going to wire this, this is creating a large bump right here that I don't need. I already have some branches here, so I'm actually going to take this down a little bit further than I was originally going to do. Stay tuned. Okay, well, you can see where I took those branches off now, and I've decided to take my keyhole saw and actually saw that at a little bit of an angle to help that be a little bit more taper, and then I'm going to cover it with cut paste. So now that I have cleaned that off, I'm going to clean this up a little bit. And this tool is called the hybrid. It's like a concave, but it cuts in a little bit. And if you are in the area, of course, come by here and grab one of these. If not, support your local bonsai store. Always try to shop local. Okay, I'm putting on a little bit of cut paste. So this is pretty ugly, as you can see. That squirrel did a lot of damage. The wonderful thing is, it is healing. You see this big fat live vein right here? So I'm gonna pull this all off, not all on camera. I'm gonna pull this all off, and then there's a bunch of different tricks. You can re-agitate, clean it all up, and then reapply cut paste, which is what I'm going to do. Oh, that's beautiful. This is starting to heal. Okay, so here's what it looks like with all the cut paste off. As you can see, this is rolling over and healing here, this whole area. This squirrel really did some damage. Anyway, it's going to happen to some of your trees. It happens in life. So I'm going to agitate this a little bit and get it to continue to grow over this. And I don't know, it might be 5 or 6 years before it heals over, but that's okay because we'll be building the rest of the tree. Okay, so here we are. We've put the cut paste back on there. You know, it's pretty amazing how resilient these trees are. If you look at the last maple, I cut off 3.5 inches, and it's healing wonderfully. And so as you can see, this is rolling. That's what you want. You want it to roll in and that'll heal over a scar. And you know, it could be a squirrel, it could be a disease, but there's always a way to save that as long as you've got your roots healthy most of the time. So we are done for now. I actually could have wired a few more things up on top, but a lot of those are going to be replaced by smaller branches. I also did a turnbuckle on this left-hand side where I brought the whole left-hand side of the tree up a little bit. And then 2 other turnbuckles, I brought down some branches that need to be brought down temporarily until I replace them. Okay, well, I hope you've enjoyed this, and we will see you on the next tree.